Yeah, g'day. Bought a stretcher, something I've never used before. It's to go into my swag. So, yeah, let's get it out of the box, set it up and see how it goes. Today I'm going to unpack, unbox, set up and test out a new stretcher I bought. I've been camping since I was, I don't know, 8, 9 years old when I was in Cubs and Scouts. I must have been, I assume it's probably about 1,000 nights out under canvas of some sort. And every single time, except for when I've been sleeping in my hammock, which is probably 10 or 15 times, I've slept on the ground. But today I'm breaking the drought on that. I bought a stretcher. I put a comment out or a poll out on YouTube and asked for feedback from the YouTube community, and got a lot of really good, solid, good constructive feedback about the benefits of getting a stretcher. So I thought I'd grab one. It's a bit heavy actually. I just lugged it down. My car's parked about 150 metres up that way, so I had to lug this thing down through the bush here, or through the little paddock here, and it's quite heavy. I don't know exactly how many kilos it is, but I'll find out and I'll stick it on the screen. But it's a 23-0 brand. I bought it because my other swag, my main swag is a 23-0 swag, and that brand's never let me down. It's called a Husky 100. It's 100 centimetres wide, or 1,000 mil wide. So the idea is it should accommodate my 1100 swag, my 1100 23-0 swag, and I brought a 900 mil swag out as well, my King Triton Deluxe, whatever the hell that thing's called, but it's 900, so it'll fit on here nicely. The reason I bought it is because the mattresses on my Triton swag and my air swag are a little bit thin, and the suggestion was a stretcher will solve all that for me. So today I'm going to unbox this, set it up right here, and sleep in it. I'll set the swag up on it and sleep in it tonight, and test it all out. I've already got one reservation, and I only realised this after I committed. This thing cost me $169, by the way. I think that was what it was. So it wasn't cheap, but it's not breaking the bank either. But hopefully it'll work. But there's one thing I didn't think about, and no one sort of mentioned, is I'm going to be up this high, which means I can't sit in my swag and make a cup of coffee and just do my normal shit in front of me, in front of the swag here. So it's going to change how I spend the night, or settle in for the night and chill out. I hope that doesn't cause me too much anxiety, because I do like the way I camp. But anyway, let's get it unboxed. Well, that's the other thing. Last time I unboxed something on the camera, I sliced my thumb open. So let's hope I don't do that again. So let's get it undone and take a look. Success. I don't think I need that anymore. I'll put that over there. Yeah, nice looking bit of gear. Comes in a nice little container anyway. They do make good gear, and I'm a big fan of orange. So I haven't seen any instructions yet. I hope it's self-explanatory. Spreader poles at the end. It is really windy, by the way, so if there's ever a change in angle, it's because the camera fell over and I had to go and pick it up, which is highly likely. Now, from what I understand, is you just pick it up and spread it out, and then put the spreader poles into the end. Like I said, no instructions, so let's see what happens. Upside down, Miss Jane. There's a Mr. Squiggle exhibition on at the National Museum at the moment. For everyone who's about 50 to 60 years old, you'll understand what I'm talking about if you grew up in Australia. Seems pretty straightforward. Yeah, I told you it was windy. You have to put this through the sleeve first. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It was a bit stiff, hard to get this last rail in at the end, but I suspect it'll loosen up with the canvas stretches a little bit and it gets a bit of use. But I tell you what, it's a nice looking bit of gear. Very fancy. I have no idea what the feet are doing to the tarp. Not sure about that. I might have to get I might go online and buy some little things, you know, those things you put on carpets to protect your carpets from couches. Maybe get 6 of those just to make sure that my tarps don't get torn. But yeah, let's have a lie down and see how it goes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I can see why people like these. But I'm up off the ground. That's the challenge. Anyway, let's get the swag set up and see how it goes. Woo. It's nice standing up to do it. One win. Geez, I do enjoy this standing up bit. There's a male redback spider. This doesn't go in a bag in my shed. I haven't got a bag for it yet. So I better keep my eye out for redbacks. It is redback season. That's a good tip. Kangaroos over the other side. Pretty good. Yeah, that's super comfy. I get it. I totally get it. Totally get it. I am up high though. I think that's going to be a problem. It also rocks a bit. And I'm also facing downhill, so I'm going to have to move it, relocate it, but that's good. Anyway, it was good to set it up. I like it, and I'm going to enjoy sleeping in it, that's for sure. I love that concept. But I don't know what sort of impact it's going to have on my overall experience. I might need to test it a few nights and see if I can come up with a new system, because I do like sitting on the floor and having my coffee. It's part of the process of decompressing. Anyway, pretty good. Okay, I'm going to call it quits here for the moment. I will test it out overnight. I'll have a sleep in it. I'll give it a good run for its money, and I will check back in the morning and tell you how it went sleeping in it. I reckon I'm going to be pretty happy, but I'll also sort of cover off on those other things, because I am going to spend the night and just chill out. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm at Mount Clear. I'm going to go for a wander up here and see some kangaroos and wallabies. Haven't seen many today. There's one across the other side a minute ago. But yeah, I'll leave it for the moment, and I will check back in the morning. Yeah, good morning. Welcome back to the camp. Bit cold to be clicking the fingers. The big question is, how did it go? Let's get into it. Whew. Yeah, right, grab my coffee. So let's have a chat. How did it go? Good, I liked it. The sleeping was brilliant. I did wake up, and I don't know, like at about 3 o'clock, and I was awake for about an hour, rolling. And what I noticed, and this is, I guess, the easiest and simplest thing to notice, is when I'm lying on my side, my hip isn't punching through the tiny little mattress into the ground. So it was super comfy. I could roll around. Didn't feel any discomfort at all with this little mattress, which was the goal. That was the first reason I bought the stretcher for, to make sure that I could get a good night's sleep, because the mattress on this one and on my air swag is a little bit thin. So yeah, sleeping wise, brilliant. Loved it. It's sturdy. Like, the construction is brilliant. Like, it is so solid. That's why it weighs a fair bit. But 3 legs, really good solid joints on them, made of steel. So yeah, a bit heavy, but it makes it sturdy. I thought it was going to wobble, but it's it's only wobbles when you move, so it's not getting pushed around in the wind or anything, so that's good. So yeah, great bit of gear, loved it. It did change how I swag camp though, which I guess makes sense. As I've said a million times, I like to sit on the floor. I like to sit on the ground and do my thing. It's part of just connecting with the world, and you don't get that chance, but you do get a chair, so a bit of a trade-off. So I found that last night when I was just having camping and chilling out, is I sat over near the fire on the log and had dinner there, had a coffee and just chilled out in a different way. I did have my cup of tea sitting down on the floor here, on the ground, and that was pretty good. But the sense of the swag sitting behind me was there the whole time. So I don't know whether I'll get used to that. I probably will. So yeah, all that's pretty good. A couple other things. It is higher than I thought it was. Right? It's a good, I don't know, 18 inches, 50 centimetres maybe up off the ground, which is good because it's perfect, for sitting like this. But I thought it was going to be a bit lower. I thought it'd be a bit down here somewhere. But anyway, so that in itself is not a bad thing. But one other thing is, and I hadn't really given this much thought, is a tarp. So when you're an extra, half a metre or 500 mil up off the ground, it means your tarp's got to be half a metre or 500 mil higher in a tree, or your ridgeline's got to be higher, and it means it won't reach the ground. So my little 3 metre by 3 metre tarp may not be ideal for this setup. I might need to get the 4 metre by 4 metre out. I might even have a look around and see if I can get one that's rectangular rather than square, just for this occasion. So I don't, yeah, that's not a win. I think that's a bit of a loss, because a tarp is integral to my swag camping. And I did put it up. I took it down because it was windy, but not because it was too high. I did get it up high, but it was going to be here, which is a bit confronting. So anyway, so there's that to contend with. So a couple of things I got to figure out, but most of all, really liked it. I liked the sleeping. It was really comfy, and that was exactly why I bought it. So I'm happy 90% of the way, so that's good. And I just have to change my ways. I'm very much a creature of habit. So and this will change that, but I'll find new habits real quick, I presume. But otherwise, all good. So yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to pack it up, and I'll step you through how I pack it up. I have a feeling I'll balls up the packing up of the stretcher. I'm starting to shiver. Yeah, I think I'll stuff up the packing up of the stretcher. It'll take a little while to figure out because it was a bit of a origami to fold it all up, and I didn't really pay much attention to when I was unfolding it. So that'll be fun. So I'll step you through that, and also what it's like to pack up a swag when it's on a stretcher. Yeah, you've seen me pack up a swag a million times. I roll it out on the ground and I use my knees and my weight to roll it down. Be different up here. So I'll see how it all goes. But anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee and I'll get into it. So this is interesting. Do I roll it up the same way and just crawl along on that stretcher? See how it goes. Yeah, so rolling up the swag was not as easy, and I haven't got it as tight. It made it harder to get the straps on. So yeah, I had to wrestle with it a little bit more this time. But I have a feeling that's something I'll get used to and I'll get better at. So I'll keep persisting with it. Otherwise, I could just take it off and just roll it up on the ground. But yeah, either way, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Swag's done. Now for the fun part, trying to figure out how to pack this up. So first of all, I'll just get the spreader poles off. That wasn't too hard. What's going on? There's a bunch of dead ants on my thing. And they're a hell of an ant too. Look at the size of this thing. It's the thing that bit me the other day. Okay, first job done. I have a feeling these ones in the middle were opposite to the ones on the end. So how does it go? So that goes like that. I have a feeling these flipped over. And they flipped over. Well, that was easy. Right, yeah, okay. Or maybe, so I've got the straps Yeah, I don't think I've got that right. There's too much canvas in one spot. Can't see how it can be any other way. Okay, I don't know what I did, but it seemed to work easier the second time. Okay, and spread a pulse. Let's see if we can get it in the bag. Well, nice and easy in the end. Yeah, so not as hard to pack up as I thought. I was expecting it to be a brain mess with my brain a little bit, but yeah, figured it out pretty much straight away, so that's good. Sun's coming up too, so nice and warm. Yeah, so that's it. New stretcher. I like it. That's the overall impression, so I'll stick with it, particularly with the little swag and the air swag. I might give it a run with the 23-0 swag one day as well. This is only, 1000mm wide, and my swag is 1100, so it's going to hang out 50mm either side. But it's designed to do that anyway, so I'll give it a go just to see what it's like. But yeah, I don't need to have the stretcher underneath that one because it's got a really good mattress. But yeah, I think I've solved my problems with my other mattresses, my other swags, with this stretcher. So that's good outcome. So yeah, so thanks to everyone who told me to go and buy one. It was a leap of faith based on your thoughts, and appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to head home, and thanks for coming out with me, and thanks for hanging out with me while I do this little review. I hope anyone who's still thinking about getting a stretcher learned something or picked something up or got a few ideas. And until next time, stay safe. Whew.